Hello! Ciara, Jean Roberts here of Wholly Aligned, helping you live a life in alignment. Welcome. We are going to go through a joint freeing series today. So you don't need any special clothing. All you need is you, yourself, and you. That's it. Even if you're in the middle of the day and you're in work clothes, just stand up. And let's do this. Movement is so important. We've got over 200 joints in the body. So lubricate yourself more. Come away from rigidity into lubrication. Okay, so we'll start standing. And just have a sense of evenness across your feet. Even if you're wearing shoes, you can pop them off if you're in a position to do that. But if you are wearing shoes, it's really not the end of the world, so don't worry. So let's start by just having the arms dangle alongside you. Have a little check-in with your posture. Can you create a center, an awareness of your center to feel rooted down through your legs without hyperextending the knees, so a little bit of buoyancy in the knees, and a sliding open of the bony breastplate so the shoulders melt down your back. Okay, let's take a deep breath in. Breath is the pillar of life. It's the pillar of the yoga practice as well. Breathing into your belly. And breathing out through the nose. So we're going to go from the top down, starting by just simply turning your head side to side. And notice if your tendency is to already feel like you're holding your breath, you let the breath flow. The breath is very much a lubricant for your whole physiology and psychology. If you find this a bit disorientating, maybe you've got a bit of a third eye balance issue going on at the moment, just close your eyes. Notice if you're gripping your toes or your jaw, warming into the neck. Maybe you've got a bit of a neck crick, maybe you slept funny, or somebody's a pain in the neck for you at the moment. How's your body talking to you? Okay, couple more each side. Fabulous. So let's come into your shoulders now. Rolling both shoulders. Rolling both shoulders. Maybe you've got some shoulder impingement and you need to ease this motion a little bit. Always make it work for you. Again, check in with your breath. Check in with your breath. Mouth softly sealed unless you've got any respiratory congestion at the moment. And you're allowing yourself to feel your breath. Breath awareness. Change direction, roll your shoulders forwards. Imagine that you're just loosening burdens off of your shoulders. No need to carry the weight of the world on your shoulders. No need for that. No need for that. Keep the breath flowing. Good. Okay. So making little fists with your hands. Just move into the elbow joints a little bit. So, and don't worry too much about which direction. You know, sometimes there can be we can all get a little bit confused directionally. There's a lot of symbology in that. It's like, where's our roadmap? Do we even have one? So don't worry. You can, if one arm is rolling one way and one is the other, don't worry. Don't worry. Just think about how your elbows are getting some love. This series is great to do when you're feeling a bit fatigued. It can be in the middle of the day. It's a great thing to do when you get out of bed as well. That you're awakening for the day, you're setting the tone for the day. Change direction. So again, just let it happen. Neural pathways take time to retrain and to unlearn those quirks that have got us to certain places in the first place. Good. And then relax your arms by your sides. Keep that little gentle fist in your hands. Notice if maybe you're really angry at the moment and you're already like, yeah, I really want to punch somebody. That's okay. Don't punch somebody, but just acknowledge if there's some anger there. Loosen off the grip in the fist and then roll into your wrists. Roll into your wrists. So because most of us are working from home at the moment, we might be spending a little bit more time than usual on screens, getting into poor postural habits, a bit of slumpy in our posture. And maybe a bit of RSI in your wrists. Change direction. Are your shoulders hunching? Soften your shoulders. Smoothen yourself out. Smoothen yourself out. You're allowed to lubricate yourself. Don't be so rigid with yourself. Loosen up, loosen up. Good. And then just shake out the hands. Shake it off as if you're flicking water off your fingertips. So lots of joints in our hands. And we want to just rinse them out. So bringing just this movement into all of our joints helps to clear cellular debris and helps us, importantly, just become aware of where are we holding tension in the body and why is that pattern developed. Good. So just take a little moment, relax, maybe feel a little bit of buzzing in your fingertips, having stimulated your nerves, the sensory neurons. And then take the hands to the hips and then roll the hips. So you want a little softness in the knees. If your hips are very tight, you might want to heel toe the feet a little bit wider. So just play around with the direction. And notice how self-conscious you feel. Maybe you're on your own and yet you still feel ridiculous moving your hips. Why? You've got to lubricate, loosen up, smile, change direction. Change direction. Keep the breath flowing for yourself. Keep the breath flowing. Hips are such a complex area anatomically. This also corresponds to our sacral chakra, our subtle anatomy, our seat of creativity. What are we birthing into the world? Good time to reflect on that, isn't it? And then come to stillness. So we'll see how your lovely knees are. We do need to have a little bit of balance here. If you know you're wibbly wobbly, by all means hold on to the back of a chair or a table or a little wall and take the weight onto your right leg. Lift the left leg up and just see if you can isolate the movement from your knee. Again, notice you might have neural pathways that are a little bit untrained and you're going into the ankle movement. Let the ankle stay still. So have a little bit of flexion in that lifted foot. So flexion is toes towards the nose, opposite to pointing. And then change direction. Isolate it at the knee. Isolate it at the knee. Don't overthink it. Allow it. Breathe. And release. Maybe that standing leg got a bit burnt. Shake it out. Shake it out. Well done. Balance now on the left leg. Float the right leg up and then isolate at the knee. So it's like you're drawing circles with the heel of your foot to allow the movement come from the knee. Maybe you've got a knee injury. So, but when we get an injury, we don't want to shut it off. So that's why it's very important we stay lubricated. Change direction. Your body loves to move. We were designed as efficient beings. The wear and tear creeps in from our patterns, our habits. Well done. Did we go the other way? Did we do both ways? Just make sure you did. Have a little circle in the opposite direction. Well done. And then just shake out both legs. Shake it out. Shake out your arms. Loosen up. Loosen up. All right, we're going to the ankles now, so it's a little bit more balance again. So hold on to something if you need to. Sure-footed, like the mountain goat. Right leg, standing leg. And then now we isolate to the ankle. So rotate the ankle. See if you can even splay your toes. And you know, we've got 26 bones in each foot. Move it. Move it. Change direction. Stay in the breath. Stay in the breath. Well done. And release. Stable like a mountain goat through the left leg. Hover like the hummingbird, becoming still in midair. We gotta get quiet to have those inner revelations. Slow the frack down. Stop putting so much pressure on yourself. Smile or cry. You know, when we move, parts of us that we haven't, very normal for an emotional release to come. Change direction. I know that standing leg might be feeling it. Smile, smile. And then release. And then just maybe even a little bit of jumping. Don't forget to dance. Mwah! So much love your way. Loosen up.